Hello traders, Adhere Forex here, and welcome back to another episode of Forex Focus. Here we discuss the Forex market, we talk about what happened in the previous week and also what we are expecting in the coming week. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Alright guys, as usual we're going to be kicking off with the DXY, and here we are on the daily time frame of the DXY. Now what happened in the previous week, as we can see, at towards the beginning of the previous week, we had the market kind of continue the range bound market right here, and then on Thursday we had this momentum towards the upside, and then on Friday eventually we broke this previous high. So what are we actually expecting in the coming week? Now remember guys, we've talked about this fair value gap in the previous videos, right? We've plotted out this level I think about the last, I can't remember, probably the last 2 or 3 4 videos back. So what am I actually expecting in the coming week? Now we were not able to continue to, towards the downside, and we couldn't break this low, right? So now remember I talked about these highs being liquidities, right? Liquidity area, right? Now let's actually go to the 4-hourly time frame to let's just plot out some levels. Now on the 4-hourly time frame, what we can see clearly, right, is that we have this we have this demand zone right here. We have this demand zone right here, and then we also have this fair value gap right here. Just tag this as fair value gap. So we have this demand zone, and then we also have this fair value gap right here. Now if the market is actually going to continue towards the upside, that is, the market has to break. Now one more thing guys, I need to make this thing clear. Now let's go back to the daily time frame to talk about something. All right, so now this high is not as strong anymore. And why is that? Because we've actually respected this supply zone, right? We've respected this supply zone multiple times, respected it, came towards the downside, then came back up, respected it once again. But what did you see at the towards the ending of the previous week? We broke this high. Now so telling us this supply zone is not as strong as it was, right? So now it is easier for this high to be broken. Now if this high is broken, we shouldn't be surprised, right? Because we were not able to sustain this low, right? We're not able to break this weak low, right? So let's go back to the 4-hourly time frame. All right, so if we are to expect a continuation, like to break out this high, then we should be expecting some sort of fair value gap, some sort of retracement, right? So if the market is going to retrace, if you are going to look for your bullish setups or your bullish entries and all of that, right, we should be what I'm expecting for the coming weeks, for the market to retrace to either this fair value gap or this demand zone, right? Then go to the smaller time frames like the 15 minutes or whatever time frame that suits you. Look for your bullish criteria, bullish entry criteria, and then take your setups, right? So personally what I'm expecting, right, is some sort of retracement into these levels, right, for me to start longing, but personally I only trade the Gbpusd. So let's actually go to the Gbpusd now. But before going to the Gbpusd, let's take note of we have a fair value gap below here too, right? But this is not as significant as this, but we can as well mark that out, right? You can as well mark it out, because the market is not, you can't predict exactly what the market is going to do, right? You can say the market is going to reverse right here, and the market decides to reverse when it gets to this area. So let's just mark out these zones, right, and expect and wait for your confirmations, wait for your entry criteria before entering, right? Don't jump into a falling knife, right? Just wait for your entry criteria, and that's that. So let's actually go to the Gbpusd to analyze what we are expecting in the coming week right there. All right, so here we are on the 4-hourly time frame of the Gbpusd, and as we can see right here, as you can see, the market actually took out this previous high. Now this let's go to the weekly time frame to just show you something. So we've actually drawn out this high, I think about 3-4 videos back, right? And we discussed that, we talked about that high being a very significant high, right? So we expect the market to take out the liquidity of that high, and guess what, we actually got that in the previous week, right? The market took out the liquidity of the high, and in the previous video we talked about after the market has taken out this high, then we should be looking for sell setups, right? And use this daily fair value gap as our target. And guess what happened? The market did exactly what we analyzed, right? Let's go back to the 4-hourly time frame to get a clearer view. Now the market did exactly what happened. Liquidity below here as confluence, right, for our TP, right? Liquidity below here, our fair value gap, and everything went as as planned. Now what are we actually expecting in this new week? Let's actually delete this, and let's delete this. Now in this new week, let's go back to the daily time frame to start from there. Now on the daily time frame, what do we see here? What do we see? What I can see here is the market has actually created a, let me use this. The market has actually created a fair value gap right here. So we have a fair value gap on the daily time frame right here, right? So I'm expecting some sort of retracement into this fair value gap in order to start shorting. Because now why am I talking about shorting GBPUSD? Why am I speaking or talking about shorting GBPUSD? Now here's my reason. Because we took out this previous high, we took out this significant high, right? So I believe the market, I expect the market to start giving us some sort of bearish move, right? But for that to happen, we have to break this low, right? We have to break this low. So if the market eventually breaks this low, what I'm going to be, let's go to the 4-hourly time frame to explain better. So what I'm going to be expecting, right, in the coming week is something like this, right? I'll be expecting the market to actually break this low, right, before looking for the retracement, right? So if the market eventually breaks this low, right, I can take counter trends to long into this fair value gap, right? Or I can just wait for the market to get to this fair value. If I don't get any entry criteria, I wait for the fair value gap, then look for my entry criteria in this fair value gap, and to start shorting. Now this is the daily fair value gap. Now on the 4-hourly time frame, we also have some other fair value gaps, right? We have this fair value gap on the 4-hourly time frame, right? But let's just not complicate the chart right like that. We also have this supply zone, right? We have this supply zone, this significant supply zone. Now let's actually modify this daily fair value gap to this, something like this. Let's just leave it like that. So we have this daily fair value gap, right? We have this daily fair value gap, and then we have this supply zone. So what we are actually just going to be expecting, what I'm expecting will be for this market to first off break this low. I want the market to break this low. When the market breaks this low, then I'll be looking for bearish GBPUSD, right? I'll just be looking for bearish GBPUSD. So that's basically what I'm expecting for the coming week. All right. So so yeah, we've plotted out our levels. This is the daily fair value gap. This is the supply zone, the 4-hourly time frame supply zone, right? And then we also have a 4-hourly time frame fair value variable. As you can see, it aligns with the daily fair value gap, right? So that's basically that for GBPUSD. What I'm expecting will be, I want to see a break of this low first, right? I want to see a break of this low. If you do not get a break of this low, right, then that's another story entirely. But I want to see a break of this low, because as you can see right here on the 4-hourly time frame, we are obviously bearish on the 4-hourly time frame. So we are bearish on the 4-hourly time frame. 15 minutes we are bearish. The daily we are bullish, because this is the significant low on the daily time frame. So I want this low to be broken. After this low has been broken, then we can start saying, okay, yes, the GU is bearish, right? So that's that for this for GBPUSD, and that takes us to the end of today's video. And I hope you guys not only enjoyed the video, I hope you guys learned 1 or 2 things from this video. And also guys, do well to follow me on my social medias all links are in the description. All links are in the description. Now regards the videos, the new series that I plan to start dropping, right? I've actually recorded the first video, right? But for some reasons it got some things happened, right? So I had to say I'm going to remake the video, right? So the first video should be dropping this week, right? This weekday, right? So hopefully everything goes as planned. All right, hopefully everything, but definitely this month we are dropping the first part of the series, right? So that will be market structure, right? So anticipate that. And yeah, so that's it for this video, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.